Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And today's video is a little bit more interesting on moving averages and how to use moving averages to trading, and also to understand how we can codify this moving averages by downloading the data from Yahoo Finance Library, and then also generate this signals of entry and exit trades. So normally this moving averages is a indicator tool which is used for identifying the trend either in upward or downward direction. So here you can see a lot of red, green, and different candlestick charts. So the red is a 10 days moving average line, and the green one is 50 days moving average line. Uh, the reason for red line having a close indication to your candlestick chart is because it's a fast moving average and it reacts very closely to the closing prices of the market, or the asset that you're seeing here is Titan. And the green is a 50 days moving average, so it reacts very slowly because it takes 50 days, last 50 days observation of the market or the asset. So we can see here that from the charts that whenever there's a crossover happening of the fast moving average, which is MA10, uh, and it happens in an upward direction to the slow moving average, which is MA50, then there is a good upward trend. And you can see as the trend fades away, the fast moving averages starts to cross over again the slow moving averages from the upward side, and then you can see the correction happening here. The market is moving the sideways, and then you can exit the trade once you have seen enough profit in your trade. So that's the overall concept. We will not dwell into the scratch what is this moving averages, but if you want to read through, then you can go through this paper of moving averages and varsity. It goes in very deep and it starts from scratch. So if you're not having knowledge right now, we can go through this paper and then come back to this video and follow through. So we'll start with the code then, and I'll try to explain through the charts also wherever it's required. We will use this libraries, pandas, numpy for manipulation of the data frame. Then yfinance is used for fetching the data, and then for visualizing matplotlib is used. Pandas TA is a technical analysis library that can be used to for other indicators like RSI and MACD, but in this video we'll not be using it. We'll simply rely on our pandas rolling method to identify those signals. So we first fetch the data and put it in data frame df using this yf.download method. We give the ticker symbol as titan.bo. That is the Yahoo ticker symbol for Titan. And we give a start date of 2020 onwards, 1st Jan. Once we have the data in our data frame df, we will create two more columns, which is TFA, DF, SMA10 and SMA15. So what we are doing is creating this red and green lines here. So SMA10 is df dot close dot rolling 10 periods dot mean. That's the formula for capturing the moving averages for last 10 days. And similarly for SMA50, we will be using last 50 days observation. So once we have done this, we will drop the NA values, because if there are no observations for the first 10 records or first 50 records, then we will not be using it. So you can see here, this value SMA10 is for last 10 days observation. So all the closing period before this is used to find this average. And then similarly, SMA50 is the last 50 days observation of the closing prices for Titan. Can simply plot the same chart here using the matplotlib. I've tried to recreate this, but it's not needed. But if you are more interested on visualization, then definitely you can go with this matplotlib. Coming to this function here, it's slightly tricky, but it's fairly simple because what we have done is we want to capture these signals here. So whenever there is this crossover happening, I want to capture this buy price here. I want to enter the trade here. So that's the flag checker that is used to check if I'm in trade or not. And it's set at false initially, and then later once I'm in the trade, it becomes true. I've created two frames. One is called buying frame and another sell frame to capture the necessary parameters like the date I'm entering the trade. So that will be captured here in the buy frame and the buy price and the action. Action is nothing but buy and sell. So how to start is basically we iterate through our data frame. So this data frame that was captured here, we go through each of the rows here and compare this SMA value with our SMA 50 value. So if this condition like SMA 10 is greater than SMA 50, so if this SMA data point here in this row is greater than SMA 50, then that's a signal. And also at the same time, the previous day I minus one. So that's the index that is getting captured through this DF iter row method. So if our previous day is less, SMA 10 is less than SMA 50, then these both these conditions should get satisfied for our entry. So in short, I don't want to enter here or here because you can see during this whole period, SMA 10 was above SMA 50, but the entry point is here when the previous day SMA 10 was actually less than SMA 50. So there are two conditions that needs to be satisfied for my entry to the trade. Now, first thing that I'll capture is the closing price, that is the buy price of the date, uh, basically this data point. And then I will be appending my buy frame using the buy frame dot append method. I'll capture the date, the buy price, and the action will be buy. Similarly, for the sell, once the SMA 10 is less than the SMA 50, and the previous day was actually greater, so it was higher, but then it became lower. So this data point or this row will get captured in my sell data frame using the same append method. So I hope you just go through this iteration again, this for loop. It's a little bit tricky, but it's fairly simple if you get this concept. Then I will try to merge this buy frame and sell frame to capture the profits. So uh, it's easier for me to manipulate the columns or the rows. And then I will capture the profit using this simple method, sell price minus buy price. And then the total profit will be nothing but the sum of this column. So that's the function. I hope it was understood, but feel free to pause this video and go back again to understand this. That's the only uh, way to create a backtesting method for this crossover strategy. Now, this trade DF, I've just wanted to check if I'm capturing this data point here. So this data point here is actually the crossover is happening in on 21st of no, this is happening on 28th. So here we can see that 18th July 2022, the buy price was 2236, whereas on 21st November, the buy price, the sell price was 2573. So we captured correctly using this crossover function. So here we got entered at 2236. I just zoom in at this very same period, 15th of July, 18th of July. So you can see here the closing price was 2236, and we entered the trade here. So This was the crossover happening here, but it got confirmed the next day, so it's 18th of July, not 15th of July. Right. So we captured the enter trade and then we exited when the crossover happened from top. So it's captured on 18th 11, 21st 11. So yeah, so this is the point of exit 2573. So we have back tested our strategy and also at the same time we have got a signal confirmed from our charts, and this was the profit 336. So you can see here some are negative and some are positive. Positive one are higher in number, and that's the reason our total profit is in positive when you add up all these profits. But that's the point of using trading system. We are in control uh, using algo, not by our emotions. We enter the trade when the signal is there, and we exit the trade when the signal is given. But we enter uh, mostly we are ending up at a higher profits in most of our trades, and we are not losing that much. So we should be consistent with our algo and not use our discretionary power to enter or exit whenever is we feel like, because then there is the whole purpose of the algo trading gets defeated. So I hope you like this video. Feel free to comment. It was a little bit long video, but the understanding of moving averages is simple, but it's too simple and sometimes it's taken for granted. So people don't appreciate this indicator that much, but the 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 maths never lie and the data never lies. So feel free to use this code and improve the trading and go the algo way. So I hope you like this video. Feel free to share it and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.